Hey guys, John here. I'm going to do a quick down and dirty on my airsoft setup. It's changed a little bit, maybe a little bit more than a little bit since the last time I showed you guys, so we will do a quick breakdown of what I wear when I play. So this is the Spiritus LV-119 plate carrier with their micro rig. I don't want to call it the wrong name because there's a bunch of micro rigs made by a bunch of different companies, but this is their micro rig, magazines, and it's basically just 2 or 3 magazine wide pouches with a Velcro back and 2 clips. I run this because it's simple, minimalistic, and it works really well for the way that I've trained myself to do weapons manipulations, whatever else. And it also falls in line with what I have been trained outside of what I've trained myself. Weird training mechanics and stuff like that. We'll get into stuff like that later down the road. But for now, we'll just go through what I've got. It's small, light. It doesn't give me any hot spots except for one where my plate rubs my collarbone because I've got really big collarbones. Yes, I'm skinny and weird, but it still works really well as long as I pay attention to like my shouldering forms and stuff like that. The plate carrier itself is pretty much just 2 plate bags held together with Velcro on the shoulders. And then it comes with these pretty nifty, I'll see if I can get some stretch out of it, yeah, elastic cummerbunds that hold it together at the waistline. Ignoring the chaos that is the rig, it's a very simple design, and that's something I really like about the way that they make their equipment. It's all very simple, but still very useful at the same time. Over the Velcro, they've got these little wraps that works out really well for me because then the Velcro doesn't rub on your neck, and that came with the setup itself. Other than the plate carrier itself, obviously I went into the rig a little bit. It's just a pouch, and then attached to that pouch is another pouch. In this back one, obviously you can see I've got magazines. It did not come with the magazine insert, which is just, actually I have an example. This is their pistol magazine insert. It's the same thing for rifle, except obviously it's bigger. Here, let's get closer. So it's just a pouch with Velcro on both sides. And then there's soft Velcro inside here, so that when you are running around, it doesn't flop around and you don't lose your equipment. So it's just got like a elastic slot in there for all 3 of them, and that provides retention so that your stuff doesn't run away from you while you're running away from whatever it is you're running away from. Gloves, just cheapo leather palmed, soft little gloves. They are ironclad Exos. I bought them at the exchange. They were a couple bucks. They work out really well, surprisingly. I took the retention strap off. It gives me more wrist movement, and I don't have to take off my watch when I play. As you can see, I cut off the pointer finger. I did that on both. Mostly because I like to get a really clean trigger response. So when I shoot on my non-dominant side, I like to have it off. The same on the dominant side, just so that it's even, so that you get the same feel on both sides. Grip is really good with these. I haven't gone through more than 1 pair. They don't really fray too much. They've got some light padding on the knuckles for, I don't know, whatever you might need padding on your knuckles for. I get shot in the hands a lot, so that works out well for me. They've got these nice little felt thumb backs so that you can wipe sweat or whatever else. That works really well. They were only a couple bucks, super cheap. I'm not a big glove guy. Sometimes I forget that they're even there, and I end up playing bare hands anyways. So that goes there. I keep that little spot of Velcro open so that I can keep those there. And then hopefully I remember before the game starts to throw them on. In this front pouch, I used to keep that pistol mag carrier. I stopped using my pistols because I have more fun running just rifles, and it actually makes the game easier and flow better for me to just run rifle, paying attention to rifle mechanics and all that stuff, rather than worrying about my pistol transitioning, whatever else. So I stopped running pistol for airsoft. It is what it is. Now I have a notebook and some medical equipment in here. The chance of me needing medical equipment is super low, but I'm kind of just keeping it there because one, it's good stuff to have, and two, it fills that space so it's not just a floppy, empty pouch. The flap that did not come with the rig, this is actually, it's nice. It gives me a place to put this, and if I need something to go in here that I really don't want to fall out, I keep it on this side, and then obviously it's got a flap with some retention. All I gotta do is keep it on that side and it'll stay in. Do I need it? No, but it's cool because I have a patch here. So the sides have magazine pouches. My left side I keep a tourniquet and a pressure bandage, again kind of just to keep stuff there. I keep my right side empty, and if I need to put if I need more than 3 mags, which is a lot in an airsoft game, then I have a spot for it. I'll actually usually take 4 and I'll keep this here. Then that'll be my first mag, so I can keep this full, and then when the game starts, mag comes out, mag goes in, and then this stays full. It's just an easier way to keep track of how many mags I have, and it keeps the numbers even. I don't know. I'm weird about my numbers. The way that Spiritus does their magazine retention, they are along the line of not re-indexing your magazines. So once it's out, which makes sense when you follow their theory. A lot of people are more getting into re-indexing magazines. I found that you can do it with their setup. You just gotta actually look at where you're putting your magazine, and you have to, I guess you could say, train the elastic so that it stays open. Otherwise, you're gonna go put your magazine in, and the elastic is going to fold in with your magazine, and it's not gonna end up going the way you want it to. But I've found that it's doable with one hand. As you can see, I'm out of magazine, but you know, whatever you want, a full magazine in your gun, a fresh magazine, and you're not all the way finished with your other one. I don't run a dump pouch. I don't like keeping things in my pockets when I play. I'll just take it out of the gun, wiggle it in there, and I wasn't even looking at it that time. You can do it. Spiritus isn't for it. They like having their guys run dump pouches, and they're like, okay, this is either empty, broken, or half full. I'll put it away over here, and if I need it, I'll dig for it later. If I need more munition, I'll go to a full one. But that's the setup I've been running, and some theories and ideology behind it. I really like this setup. It's it works for me. It's not going to work for everybody, and that's just that. You've seen a lot of the front, the sides, the back is super simple. Also, it's just fabric and a spot for, I don't know, a name tape or something, but it's got that big chunk of Velcro if you wanted to use it. Speaking of Velcro, there's a good panel here if you're not going to run patches or name tags or stuff on your fight rig, then you can put one here. I keep an Odin patch here. They make first aid kits. That's actually where I got most of my medical equipment from, as well as medical equipment ideas, what to keep, and what products to use and stuff like that. So they're good, check them out. Spiritus Systems, they're good. T-Rex Arms is where I got my Spiritus setup from. They're good for a lot of good reasons. Check them out. And am I forgetting anybody? I don't think I am. But moving on to face mask and face equipment, there's two ways to go about doing face protection for airsoft, paintball, whatever. Specifically airsoft, because that's what I've been doing. I run a paintball mask. This is the Dye i4. It's the second newest version. They came out with the i5 lately. Whole bunch of new features and stuff, but this is what I run. One, mostly because I have it, and two, because it's what I'm used to. I really do like this because it doesn't fog up in your eyes. It's got foam that goes all the way around the lens area so that your breath doesn't fog up the lens. I run a paintball mask also because it covers everything from eyebrows to chin, and it's even got ear protection as well. Not hearing protection, but something to cover your ears. It works really well because you're not going to get shot, in between your metal cage face mask and your eyeglasses or goggles if you wear goggles. I've done it this way, and I've ran the metal cage mouthpiece as well as glasses also. I still prefer this. The only reason I wouldn't use this is if it's a night game, because I don't have clear lenses for this. Maybe that's coming in the future, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. I do need a new lens. This one's scratched and beaten, but it works. That's kind of what I've been running on. If it works, it works. And until it doesn't work, I'm going to keep using it. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Paintball mask for airsoft, and a bunch of gun runner stuff for airsoft. But yeah, I'll put links in the description, and if you guys have any questions on theories or what I use, where to get what I use, where to get stuff like what I use, just drop a comment and I'll be in and out. So yeah, that's all I got. See you guys soon.